We're back with part 15 of this grand series.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pitch This here on the MrEliMac YouTube channel. I'm your host, MrEliMac, and last week we did not have a new episode of this fan casting series because I was getting a lot of technical difficulties from when I was trying to record, so I had to wait until this week to record the video. And the video this week will be dedicated to the movies New Gods and the TV show Green Arrow. So New Gods is very much the Eternals analog, and Green Arrow is obviously the Hawkeye analog, and we're going to be going through the cast, or how I fan cast those films. But before I get into the fan casting, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be up to date with all the videos I have here on the channel. Also hit the notification bell, that way you can be notified whenever a new video like this comes your way. So now let's get into the castings. First, we're going to be starting off with New Gods, the first movie that will be appearing, the first movie of the two that we're talking about, and the characters that you already know that will be appearing in this film are Big Barda, Mr. Miracle, Orion, and Forger, and Metron. So 5 characters that we've already introduced are in this film, and again, this film is sort of a continuation, like the next installment of this franchise. Is set after the events of Justice League Rebirth, with the characters of the New Gods trying to live out their new existence on New Genesis, and occasionally popping in and out to Earth and back. But very much this plot is very much New Genesis is restored, they're trying to live their life, but suddenly there is a darkness that is taking over, that is starting to attack New Genesis, but they don't know what it is. They think it's someone that was left over from Darkseid's elite that did not die. And so we're sort of seeing the characters that we're seeing in this film be the ones that are sort of trying to solve what is causing this evil. And so let's get into the characters. Again, Big Barda and Mr. Miracle are 2 characters that I've already mentioned that will be characters that are returning, but a new character is Hyalt, who is someone that is a forger. He is someone that forges a lot of the technology for the New Gods, and for Hyalt, I cast Edwin Hodge. Edwin Hodge is an actor that I really did enjoy. I very much liked him in the Purge movies, and he's an actor that I think deserves a lot of praise for the stuff that he does, and so I just like Edwin Hodge as an actor, so Edwin Hodge as Hyalt. Next up is Solus, aka Light Ray. Light Ray is a very popular member of the New Gods and is a character that would be very much appearing throughout the film. He is someone that would mention like, oh yeah, I'm glad you saved the day at the end, now I'm back. And so yeah, he's someone that is looked at properly as like, oh, that is a hero of our time. So for Light Ray, I cast Dev Patel. Dev Patel has been a very underrated actor in my opinion. He's very much been an actor that I very much enjoyed in all of his films, and I just think that he would be great in the role of Light Ray, because Light Ray is a character that is very much say, hey, I'm more upbeat and all that, and I think Dev Patel would have probably a lot of fun playing an upbeat character, because a lot of the movies he's in are very serious and dark and depressing. So yeah, I think he would do fun in this role. So Dev Patel as Light Ray. The next character we have is Becca, a character that would serve as sort of a love interest of Orion, but also serve as her own heroic character of the New Gods. And for Becca, I cast Gemma Chan. Gemma Chan is a great actress, appeared in Eternals, and I thought she did a great job in that film. I also very much enjoyed her in Captain Marvel as well, where she played Minerva. And I think Gemma Chan would be great for this role, being able to use a lot of the action capability she used in Captain Marvel, but also showing a lightheartedness, or not a lightheartedness, but a kindness, a gentleness that she had in Eternals. And I think Gemma Chan would do a really great job as Becca, being able to play the soft, kind soul that she is, and also playing the warrior woman that she needs to be as well. So Gemma Chan is Becca. Next up, we have the one human character that would very much be the one living in New Genesis. He would be someone that lived on Earth, but then was moved to New Genesis to sort of serve as a mentor figure and sort of like the right hand of the king, for lack of a better term, and that is Oberon, someone that would be looked at as a mentor figure and a father figure to Mr. Miracle or Scott Free. And for Oberon, I cast Peter Dinklage because I love Peter Dinklage and I love when he plays mentor figures and father figures, and I think he would do a really great job as Oberon, someone that would look over Mr. Miracle, and Mr. Miracle and Barter would sort of be the main two characters of the film. And I think Oberon or Peter Dinklage would do a really great job being a major supporting character for Mr. Miracle. So Peter Dinklage is Oberon. Next up is a character who is from Earth that is accidentally brought to New Genesis and is sort of serving as a character that is helping solve the mystery, and that is Michael Holt. He would not be he would not become Mr. Terrific in this film. He's just Michael Holt throughout the film because he'd created technology that is able to teleport people from Earth to New Genesis and vice versa. He is sort of the person that was the middleman for all of that, and Michael Holt is serving as someone that is brought to New Genesis to help solve the mystery because he is one of the smartest men on the planet. And for Michael Holt, I cast John David Washington. John David Washington is a great actor. He is the son of Denzel Washington, but John David Washington has proven that he is a great actor in Black Klansman. He was great in Malcolm and Marie. He was really great in Tenet, and I just think that he's a great actor, and he is someone that I'm very much looking forward to seeing in a comic book role because it's only a matter of time for him to be put in one of those roles. So I just think he'd be great. So John David Washington is Michael Holt. Next up is Highfather. Highfather would be a character that would appear and die. He would be sort of the mystery of, oh, we need to try to find out who killed Highfather. And for Highfather, I cast Hugo Weaving. I think that Hugo Weaving is a great actor. I think Hugo Weaving occasionally is typecast in villainous roles. However, whenever he plays a heroic character like Elrond in Lord of the Rings, he shows why he's a great actor. And he, not only that, but he also shows that he can play a fatherly figure and a mentor-esque figure and a heroic character. And I think Hugo Weaving would be able to carry the presence of someone like Highfather, especially when you portray the fact of, oh, I was the brother of Darkseid and I am someone that is carrying the weight of everything that Darkseid did, but now he's dead. And I think, again, Hugo Weaving is a great actor and I would love to see him in a more heroic fatherly figure role. So Hugo Weaving is Highfather. Next up is the secondary antagonist, not the main antagonist, but the secondary antagonist, and that is Steppenwolf, the figure that I mentioned who was the remnant of Darkseid, but now he's back and he's trying to regain some glory for Darkseid, even though Darkseid is no longer with us. And so for Steppenwolf, I cast Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is an actor that a majority of people love. Almost everyone loves Willem Dafoe, and I think Willem Dafoe would do a really great job playing Steppenwolf, playing a character that's like, oh no, I have to stand in for Darkseid, I must try to bring the glory of Apocalypse back, and he's trying his hardest, but he's failing, and I think Willem Dafoe could do a really great job playing the Menace while also playing a character that is sort of not down on his dumps, but a character that's trying to reclaim glory and bring glory back. And I think Willem Dafoe could do a really great job. So Willem Dafoe as Steppenwolf. And now it's time for the actual main antagonist of the film, and that is Astor, who is best known as the Infinity Man of New Genesis. And I really wanted to have Astor. I was looking for characters of the new gods of New Genesis that would be like, oh, who could we turn evil for, just to have that twist like we did for Icarus. And I looked at Astor, who is again the Infinity Man, and I thought, oh, that works. That would work because I don't know a lot of people that are emotionally connected to his character, so it's like, oh, that's a character we can turn evil or turn to the dark side and it would be fine. And the reason why he turns to the dark side is not because of Darkseid, but because he believes that he deserves to be in charge because of everything, all the wrong that Barda and Miracle and Orion and Forager, like all the wrong that they did because they couldn't stop Darkseid by themselves and having to have humans help. He's deciding, no, we can't trust humans and we can't have humans help us with anything. Very much sort of a racist in that sense of like, no, humans are bad, we can only follow ourselves. And for Astor, I picked Zac Efron. Zac Efron is an actor where you look at it and you're like, oh, he's probably very much a good guy. He's a good character. But then you get the twist of all that, and I think he can really do evil well whenever you allow him to be a jerk type character. I think he does that really well. And so I just would like to see him play that type of character. So Zac Efron is Astor. And that is it for the New Gods. And now we're moving over to the Green Arrow series. And some characters that we've already been introduced to that will appear in this film are Oliver Queen Green Arrow, played by Garrett Hedlund, and Dinah Lance, played by Teresa Palmer. And those are sort of the characters that we've already been introduced to. And again, this is very much a week of Green Arrow, like Christmas, and some crazy stuff is happening, and characters are introduced that are on the sort of villainous side but also not really on the villainous side, and characters that were evil but now good, and just new characters introduced. A lot of stuff happens in this one show, and let's get into the casting. The first character that is sort of the mentee character for Green Arrow is Mia Dearden. And for Mia Dearden, I cast Kierna Shipka. And she is best known for playing Sabrina in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And I think she's a really great actress. I think she could do a really great job playing Mia Dearden, very much someone that looks up to Green Arrow and is sort of, because of her family life on the streets, and then someone that is helped by Green Arrow and looked at as a potential carrying the torch character. And I think Kierna Shipka could do a really great job playing that. Also, she's a great actress, so why not put her in a role like this? So Kierna Shipka is Mia Dearden. Next up is a character that is a false antagonist, best way I can describe, and that is William Talkman. William Talkman in this film would be someone that was a villain of Green Arrows in the past, but then has slowly began to reclaim his image, like on the reform. And for William Talkman, I cast Paul McGann. Paul McGann, best known for playing the 8th Doctor in Doctor Who. He is an actor that I have really enjoyed. I've seen him in other stuff, and I really did enjoy him in that other stuff. Also, watching him as the Doctor, I really did enjoy him as the Doctor, and I think he could be very much a character that you could believe was villainous in the past, but now is on the reform. And I think Paul McGann could do a really great job as William Talkman. So Paul McGann is William Talkman. Next up is the character of Roy Harper. Roy Harper would very much be introduced as a character that was sort of a mentee to Green Arrow, but after a while just left his side and didn't want to do it. But now he's getting reintroduced, in quotes, in the show as sort of, hey, you shouldn't be having Mia doing your dirty work for you. And we would just see a conflict between them, but also we would see Roy Harper being on the good side, someone that is working with Green Arrow, at first against him, but then as we get to the final few episodes, someone that is working with Mia and Oliver and Roy and Dinah, to where we get just this big thing of like, oh, we're gonna have a moment to where we're gonna see all these 4 characters work together, and we're gonna see sort of the Arrow family start to form. And for Roy Harper, I cast Dacre Montgomery. Dacre Montgomery, best known for his role as Billy in Stranger Things, but I very much was first introduced to him when he played Jason in Power Rangers, and I really did enjoy him in Power Rangers. I think he is someone that could play a hot-headed character, and it could work for his character, but also I could see him being someone that is like, hey, you really shouldn't be doing this, and you should really not be having these young adults be doing your dirty work, but then also being like, no, you still doing what's right, and I'm gonna help you. I think Dacre Montgomery could bring a lot of those layers to Roy Harper, and I would very much just like to see Dacre Montgomery play a superhero, and I think Roy Harper is a character that is best fit for him. So Dacre Montgomery is Roy Harper. Next up is another character that would be from Oliver's past, who would serve as an antagonistic role at the beginning, but then serve as a supporting character, but not like, oh, I'm gonna work with you and stuff, but actually, you know, one of those characters like, I'm not gonna help you, but I'm not gonna fight you anymore, so I'm just gonna leave. And that is the character of Shadow. Shadow would be a character that would be from Oliver's past when he was on the island, and even in this show we're very much learning more about Oliver, because by this point we wouldn't have had a Green Arrow movie. So this show is very much, hey, we're gonna learn more about your past, your time on the island, and some of that past is coming back to haunt you, and that Shadow is one of those characters from the island that is coming back to haunt him, but not really in an antagonistic way. And for Shadow, I cast Meng'er Zhang, and she was the person that played Simu Liu's sister in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I very much enjoyed her in that role, and I wanted to bring her into this role as well, and I think she could do a really great job as Shadow. She proved that she could do a great job with all the martial arts and the kung fu in Shang-Chi, and we're just bringing that over here as well, and I think she could do a really great job. So Meng'er Zhang as Shadow. And now another character who would sort of be the last of the morally ambiguous characters, who would serve as someone that is trying to take out Green Arrow, but then gets arrested and joins the super secret agent team later on, and that is Ben Turner, aka Bronze Tiger. Bronze Tiger is a character that I think would fit in the Green Arrow space, someone that is sort of working with the bad guys at the beginning, but only because they're threatening his family. And so having Bronze Tiger in this would be like a, look, I'm actually a good person, but I'm having to do this because I don't want my family to get killed. And for Bronze Tiger, I cast Winston Duke. Winston Duke is a great actor, especially in the Black Panther movies, and he is someone that I just want to see succeed in life, and I think he would do a great job as Bronze Tiger, being able to bring that power that the character occasionally needs to have, and then maybe add some martial arts flair to it. I think he could do a really great job. So Winston Duke is Bronze Tiger. And now it's time for more of these are very much the antagonistic forces in the film that Team Arrow has to face off against. And the first one is Constantine Dracon. And Constantine Dracon is very much a character that would serve as sort of the main henchman character to the main antagonist, and the one that would be having a lot of the major fight scenes. He would be someone that would very much fight off against Roy Harper in the big Team Arrow versus bad guy fight. And for Dracon, I cast Scott Adkins. Scott Adkins is best known for a lot of his martial arts films. He is done so much great work as a martial arts fighter, and he's also done a lot of great stunt work. So I just think it would be perfect to see Scott Adkins play Dracon in this role. So Scott Adkins is Dracon. Next up is Carrie Cutter, aka Cupid, and she would be someone that is obsessed with Green Arrow and is working with the bad guys to try to get Green Arrow and try to satiate her obsession. She's someone that would be fighting Mia Dearden during the big fight. And for Carrie Cutter, I cast Madison Eisman. I think she's a really great young actress, and also because the character is young, I think that fits, because this is a young actress that is obsessed with Green Arrow, who is sort of older than her, and I just think that would be a fun thing. And also seeing Madison Eisman play this type of character, I think that's a lot of fun. So Madison Eisman is Carrie Cutter. Next up is Eddie Fires, and Eddie Fires is a mercenary that is working with the bad guys. Him and Oliver would have a fight together, and I think that him and Oliver would also have a background together from the island. And for Eddie Fires, I cast Ewan Bremner. Ewan Bremner has been an actor I very much enjoyed in the majority of things that he is in. I know you look at him and you're not thinking he could be someone that like Eddie Fires, but I think he could very much pull it off. And also, I just think it would be a lot of fun to see him play this type of vicious role. So Ewan Bremner as Eddie Fires. The last of the antagonists that is working for the main antagonist is China White. China White would be another character that would be from Oliver's past that would come to haunt him, working for the main antagonist. She would be someone that would be fighting Dinah in this role. And for China White, I cast Zhang Jingchu, and I think that she would be fun in this role. She is someone that has worked on some films like this, and I just think that she would be fun. I'll be honest, I didn't know really who to cast as China White, and when I looked her up, and I saw that she had a lot of experience with movies and projects like martial arts needing to fight, and I thought, cool, that would be pretty awesome. So yeah, Zhang Jingchu is China White. And now it's time for the main antagonist, where we would have a quick interaction between Green Arrow, Mia, Roy, and Dinah, but they wouldn't have a big fight, and the main antagonist would be Roland Desmond, aka Blockbuster, very much serving as my Kingpin analog, who would have been in my Nightwing Netflix show as the main antagonist. And I think Blockbuster, at least this version of Blockbuster, very much serves a Kingpin-esque role in Bloodhaven, and now he's trying his hardest to expand his fingers and allow his fingers to be in different jars, and he's now trying to go after Star City. And for Blockbuster, I cast Liev Schreiber, and I think Liev Schreiber is a great actor. He's best known for playing Sabretooth, but even beyond that, he's a great actor that has appeared in many things, playing a great villainous role, being able to play a character that could carry the weight of being a main antagonist very well, and I think Liev Schreiber could do a really great job, and so Liev Schreiber is my blockbuster. And that is it for this video, for part 15 of this series. I know I went a little faster when talking about him, but because there were a lot of characters I needed to talk about, I needed to zoom through these castings. And so yeah, I hope you really did enjoy these castings. Next week, or next time I'm back, we'll be talking about Shazam and the Seven Magic Lands and Etrigan the Demon, another movie and TV show combo. But yeah, what were your thoughts on these castings? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Were you indifferent to them? Whatever your thoughts, post them in the comments down below. Again, also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be up to date with all the videos I have here on the channel. Also, hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified whenever a new video like this comes your way. But until then, I've been Mr. EliMac. You've been the audience, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day.